nice hand to start.
Legitimate hand. King, queen of diamonds. Going to raise it up to 2,400. Sammy's hoping to get a lot of action here. A lot of players in the pot.
Barry's going to call pocket threes.
Semi-raise?
Yeah, it means nothing.
And Sammy is real lucky that he doesn't have a lot of money.
Wow.
Oh, man.
He would have called me.
Because his arch rival in this game, Eli Elezra, has aces. And Sammy has the kind of hand with a king, queen of diamonds that he would put a lot of money in if he had it.
95, right?
But here he's just going to call because, like I said, he wants action. He wants to hit the flop and triple up. Barry's still in. Everyone else has gone out, but he can triple up. He feels if he gets the right flop. Doesn't realize he needs a lot of help here.
Good luck. You all need it.
Is that iced tea?
You need it, Sammy.
It's a real whiskey. I got the aces. I'm trapping. There they are.
Instead, Eli Elezra flops 4 aces and is going to bet it.
Oh.
Ellie's hoping somebody has clubs or a jack. Turns out Sammy is probably putting Ellie on a jack, and he feels he could win with a king, queen, or 10, which would make him a straight.
Ellie bet 6,000.
Well, Sammy can't save it. Sammy looks like he's going all in.
Yeah. There it is.
11,000.
You gotta call that 2,000. All that money.
I raise with the 100 that you got on there.
You got it.
11-1?
11-1.
Give me the money.
4 aces? All right, give me the money.
Straight flush?
I can't leave him the $100, you know. I need to steam him up.
You're right. You look good with that.
That might get Sammy steaming.
Makes you look good.
Sevens and stuff like that.
It's the only way I can win, man. Okay.
He's going to get 3 callers.
I think I'm playing too loose. I need to tighten up.
4 players.
4 to the
What
flop.
time does the next shift come in? Time is
2 nines and an ace. Everybody gets a piece here.
Big time.
Wow.
Dan Shack and Darren Harmetz have flopped aces up. Harmetz is the king kicker. And Daniel and Mike have flopped 3 nines. And there's a flush draw out there. There's going to be fireworks.
Man, Harmitz just bet 7,000.
Oh, I know. Never mind. I don't know why I asked him.
10,000.
Matusow raises to 15,000.
And Dan Shack is saying, what does everybody have here? These 2 guys can't have flush draws. And then I got Daniel Negreanu behind me.
He's out.
Wisely lays down his hand.
You're overbetting. You're raising. And you're playing too loose. And how much money do you have in front of you, Mike? How much does he have approximately?
That's 70 more.
less than 70.
I think Daniel is incorrectly putting Mike on an ace or a flush draw, and he's really concerned with Dan Harmetz.
Yeah.
And he's looking at the guy he's concerned with right now. See, he thinks Mike has an ace, and he thinks Dan might have the 9. So he doesn't know what to do here.
You owe me 5.
Last season, he would raise.
Oh, yeah.
He's playing a little more conservative this year.
Really?
Sorry.
Oh my God.
And Negreanu's just going to call.
This hand really bad. God forbid they're going to show this on TV too.
Really?
Badly.
At least you got cool Versace glasses.
You're right. I appreciate it.
Only because you were.
He said I had cool Versace glasses.
Dan Harmetz announced that he played this hand badly.
No.
And he's serious.
I didn't know what else to do, frankly.
Jesus. Oh, I really played this bad.
I love
Wow.
global trading. Really threw me
How
off
about
there.
this? I'm going to check in the dark.
Really threw me off there.
Global
Work
trading,
checks.
5 of clubs.
5 of clubs on the turn.
Nobody wanted to see that card.
Yeah.
Check, 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 and
love
another
poker.
club.
I love it.
Another club on the river. But it's a queen of clubs. It gives Matusow a full house.
Yeah.
If that were the queen of hearts, Matusow might get away with a fair-sized bet here.
How many times he said he's played that
Because
terrible?
Daniel's not putting him on the
fourth one.
flush now. So Daniel might think even if Matusow has 3 nines, that they might split with the ace-queen.
And there's a $30,000 bet from Matusow.
But that queen of clubs, that queen being a club, is going to save
Wow.
Daniel Negreanu from losing any
How
more
could
money
you
in
play
his
that
hand.
terrible
Yeah.
and then call anyway? What was that all about?
Daniel's back to
Threw
what
me off.
Dan Harmon said on the flop, because a pro wouldn't say that unless they were trying to be deceptive.
Oh man.
Or unless they were Jamie Gold and be saying the truth, acting like it was deceptive.
He played it bad. I might have played this worse.
You should have bet the turn. Might have made more. Is that what you're saying?
Guys, three-handed. Let's just.
Well, we're in the hand.
I know, but well, it's not fair to possibly him for you guys to dialogue about the strategy during the tournament.
Yeah, I think it's okay. Let's see.
You think Gabe is saying Phil is absolutely right?
I don't know.
I'll show you a bet. You can't show
Global,
anybody. You
show
can't
me
put it on
a-
your blog, okay?
show me
Is that
9-8 of hearts.
Promise? Okay. Only
9-8
Dan.
of hearts. Only then. Not on the blog. It's
I
not
really
full
thought there
blog.
was going to be fireworks on the flop there, and for sure if that club hadn't come on the turn,
Yeah.
When I call, I obviously have a 9.
Daniel might have been all in.
What is it? Queen and
What do you think? I mean,
9.
Yeah, I had 9-7, by the way.
I knew you have a 9. I'm not even worried about you. I'm worried. I mean, he made the speech.
I thought he might have
Oh, you just
I
have
mean,
it.
too. I mean, he made the speech. It called 15 grand. That's what I
I
was
almost
worried
folded
about.
on the flop.
You, I put you on 8 or 8.
That speech really confused everybody.
What's that?
I'll tell you what, I'll even give
I think
you
I'll get my
57.
man Jarrett to come in there and make sandwiches with Daniel.
Exactly.
They don't know. People don't know.
Benjamin raised to 2,300. The Jack Deuce offsuit. Flop comes 9, Jack, Ace.
Yeah, I want to see Brad Garrett again. He's funny every time I see Brad.
We went from sandwiches to Brad Garrett.
Logical
Which one did
segue.
you go? I've seen it twice.
Benjamin bet 4,000 and Esfandiari calls.
Card player award? Wow, he was way.
Esfandiari does not believe Benjamin
He's
is
funny.
calling with 4 high here.
Deuce on the turn.
That deuce gives David Benjamin 2 pair Jackson deuces.
That's 18,000.
She specifically asked not.
Now, a deuce does not look dangerous to Antonio. Actually gives him a straight draw. You make a straight with a 5, but that's not important because he called on the flop because he didn't think David Benjamin had much. And that deuce doesn't look like it helped David Benjamin. It really did. It made him 2 pair. So Antonio's original plan was to take this pot away on the turn here. Let's see if he can stick to his blueprints. But it looks like he's sticking to his drawings.
Yes. He's going to raise to 42,000.
He drew up this plan and he's following through with it. It's hard for David to get away from now.
Finally, we get action. Damn it. I was waiting for that for a while. I'll raise it.
David Benjamin's going to raise with Jackson deuces.
Nice.
Tony say, what do I do now?
He's going to raise to 72,000.
Raises 30,000 more. And Tony is saying, how did I get myself into this?
Just a little bit to turn you on.
I think I'm beat.
Maybe yes, maybe not. That's cheap to know. Only 30. I don't think you would have raised if you had a flush draw.
Of Lowe's draw?
So
What's
not
that?
scared of having
Of
you
Lowe's
fold.
draw.
Oh, of course.
You have 3 aces. 3 jacks.
I mean, I swear I don't have 3 aces. And earlier I told you I didn't have the ace, and I didn't have the ace. I swear I don't have 3 aces. If you have 3 jacks, just move. I mean, wait for me. Maybe I'll bluff.
There's some information.
40 more.
40,000 more from Antonio.
That David Benjamin speech
Sorry,
It's
sorry.
okay.
Raise 40 more.
sealed it for Antonio to try and raise.
40 more, and you know I have 140, right? Well.
Dave is acting like he's counting his chips. But what he's really thinking, does Antonio have aces and nines? Am I going to be dead to a jack or a deuce?
The pot's at about $200,000 right now, just shy.
It'd be something if David Benjamin goes all in here. We've never had a hand like this on high stakes poker. That would be the 5th bet on this street. But he's just going to call.
Call. Okay.
What is going to happen on the river here? Wow.
Check.
David Benjamin checks dark.
8 of clubs on the river.
About the most dangerous card that can be put out there. Makes a straight, makes a flush. If Antonio had him before that 8 of clubs, he still has him. If Antonio bets 100,000 now,
Check.
2 pairs.
Antonio gives up.
Oh, boy.
We'll never know what would have happened if he would have bet the 100,000 there. But I would have loved to have seen it.
Meanwhile, David Benjamin picks up a pot worth $237,000.
Was it, John?
There's a straddle. He'll
Meanwhile,
Jeez.
Doyle's got aces back to back.
There he goes.
You understand?
Raise the 2,200.
Are y'all playing straddle all
Yeah,
the
we
time?
play
Yeah,
straddle.
all
No, we're not playing strat all the time.
Just this one round?
Just the one round.
Very interesting. I think Doyle was the first one to say what happened to the straddle. Not too often you get aces back to back. He's got one caller, Jamie Gold, with the same hand he had last time, King Jack.
Oh, Sheiky.
It's a repeat.
idiot?
This is unbelievable.
You still got money?
Flop comes 9-8-5.
And 9 is the high card on the flop again.
King on the turn.
You could be the one that felt Sheiky and get a $1,000 tip today. Whichever dealer felt Sheiky gets a $1,000
What do you mean by
tip.
feeling cheeky?
Felts.
No.
Like when you say rebuy, the second you say rebuy, whether I'm in the pot or not, that dealer's gonna get one of them things. And I'm gonna laugh my ass off
You giving the dealer 1,000 for what?
for felting Sheik.
And Jamie's feeling comfortable now. He thinks maybe Doyle is slow played a pair of jacks, a pair of queens, and he's got the best hand with his kings.
I figured you'll
He's
start
never
yourself.
played with Doyle before, and he probably hasn't played with players the caliber of Doyle Brunson.
Not believe me.
Doyle has convinced Jamie that Jamie has the best hand, but now Jamie's starting to sense,
Yeah.
well, what's going on now? Wait a minute, I thought I had this under control.
Doyle raises the 26,000.
But Jamie thinks it's a bluff. He
Calls.
calls.
All right. Six on the river.
That 6 is probably not going to affect Doyle too much, even though a 7 would make a straight. The only hand that Doyle would be afraid of is King 7 because he's pretty convinced that Jamie has a pair of kings.
30,000 from Doyle.
Bets 30,000, wants Jamie to call. Jamie does not want to get bluffed by Doyle Brunson. If Doyle had a hand like 10 Jack, decided to draw on the turn, hoped to hit a 7 or a queen, and has missed, he feels Doyle would probably bet 30,000 just like he bet. So Jamie knows that Doyle doesn't have a King 10 or a pair of jacks or a pair of queens because Doyle wouldn't bet 30,000. He knows Doyle has him beat or Doyle has a bluff.
All right, I call.
He calls.
Aces, nice hand. I thought you had ace king, and I was making even a bad call either way.
Well, Mr. Gold, welcome to high stakes poker, and
David Williams raises to 1,800. Jack 9 offsuit. And Brad Booth raises to 5,800.
And Mr. Phil Ivey's got a pair of kings.
And he's going to raise to 14,000.
14.
Brad looks like he's serious about making this call here.
Yeah.
14.
Well, it's going to cost him 8,200.
Sorry, Phil. You're about 230 or so?
300 about.
300?
Yeah, about.
280 or something like that.
Yeah, he's going to make the call because Phil Ivey has $280,000 left. And if Brad Booth gets the right flop, he could win a lot of money in this hand.
Flop comes 3-7-6.
That's not the right flop.
Yeah.
He does have an inside straight draw and a backdoor flush draw.
A $23,000 bet from Ivey.
23.
Looks like Brad Booth's not giving up.
I'm all in.
Brad Booth just said he's all in, which means he's putting Phil Ivey all in.
I love you, God.
He put 3 bricks out there, $300,000 in cash with a 4 high.
That's ballsy.
Serious business going on, Daniel.
Very ballsy. Phil Ivey says, what's going on here? And I think what's going on here is Brad Booth is putting Phil Ivey on exactly the type of hand he has, and he doesn't believe that Phil Ivey can call $250,000 or $60,000 right now.
Wish you could put the chips in. That cash just looks so sweet.
It is intimidating.
He just says that because you don't need to wait at the main cage. You know, he might save a lot of money because, you know, his time's a lot of money. So when he's counting the pot and what he can win, counts the 300 or whatever he has, plus another 250 that he doesn't wait at the cage. So he has a better value. You guys don't count like that. I know you don't.
David Benjamin is saying that Phil Ivey might be in a dangerous position taking $300,000 in chips to the cage. Might make a stop in the casino. I think Brad Booth is doing this for 2 reasons. 1, he doesn't feel Phil Ivey can call him with a pair of queens, kings, or aces. And 2, he's advertising.
Yeah.
He is showing that he is totally unpredictable, and he expects this $300,000 bet here to pay dividends in the future.
Gotcha. Yep.
Because he could very easily have a pair of 6s, a pair of 7s, a pair of 3s, and a flop to set. He's trying to say, that's what I have. Throw your hand away, Phil.
Yeah.
And Phil does.
Yep.
You're a sick man.
Brad Booth accomplished quite a bit with that great play.
At least 8 and 9 of that.